basically trying to get the same word at the same time. So, like, you and I, we're going to say a word at the same time, okay? On the count, we're both going to count to 3, and after 3, we're going to say a word at the same time. And then the goal is to try to get to the same word, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Apple.
Biscuits. Now, Christian, you and Danny.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Jersey.
Digimon.
All right, Christian, you and me.
Okay.
1.
1, 2, 3.
Basketball.
Did you say 7?
Yeah, I said 7.
All right.
All right. It's me and you again?
Yeah.
No, it's you and Camilo again.
Me and you? All right. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Touchdown.
God,
God, we're doing a terrible.
Yeah, we're doing.
We're,
Yeah,
we're trying
I'm
to
not
we're trying to
understanding
match
it.
up. We're trying to get we're trying to find the link between the words to try to get to the same word, right?
The link between the words. So, like, you had the link, so then I tried
Yeah.
to
So I said basketball, and you said 7. So I was like, all right, sports 7 touchdown, and then it kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
All right, why don't y'all go?
Okay.
Start over. Just start over.
All
right.
All right. You ready?
All right.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Computer.
Fail. Let's go, Christian. You and me. All right, ready?
So you're gonna find a link between hood and computer?
I'm
Okay,
gonna try.
There is a link.
Okay.
1.
1, 2, 3. DeVry.
Internet. What'd you say?
DeVry University. I thought the link between hood and computer.
Is DeVry in the hood?
All right. Is it me and Danny?
Wait, so you said DeVry and you said what?
Internet.
Internet? Okay. All right, yes, me and you. All right. 3, 2, 1. Wi-Fi.
That was no.
You need Wi-Fi for Zoom.
So this was.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're
Okay.
getting close.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Conference call.
Work from home.
Okay, work from home conference call.
I know, but at the same time.
Sorry, I could.
All right,
We got
you ready?
close. We
Is
got
it me and you?
Yeah.
we got close.
We got this, dude.
We got it. 3, 2, 1. Employee.
Teams.
You said employee? What'd you say?
Teams.
Teams? Oh. Okay.
Guys, we got to get this.
I don't think we're gonna get this.
This is hard. Teams employee.
Don't, just.
Okay. All right, you ready?
I got us. 1, 2, 3.
Manager.
Microsoft.
Oh!
What would you say?
I said manager.
All right, y'all go.
Okay.
Manager, Microsoft.
Manager Microsoft.
Okay, we can get this. Manager, Microsoft.
Just go. Just don't worry about the words. Just like you find the link. Y'all got this. Look at each other in the eyes.
All right, I think we got it. 3, 2, 1. Lunch.
I was gonna say Samsung. I was like, wait, this has nothing to do.
All right, Christian, one more. We got this.
One more, bro.
Okay.
Your lunch. All right, let's go.
What did he say?
He said.
I said Samsung.
Samsung. All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Apple.
Lunch break.
Damn it.
We're so close. Are you ready?
I thought we were on the same page with that. I was like, oh, Microsoft.
Okay, Apple lunch break. All right.
Easy.
3, 2, 1. Brown
Pie.
bag. Oh. Brown bag. We're done. We're
You
done.
couldn't get one.
No.
You couldn't get one. That's embarrassing.
Horrible.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
terrible at this. We're gonna
All
do
right.
this.
I don't believe anybody could get it down. Like,
You can.
there's
You
no
got to be
way.
on the same wavelength.
Okay, so wait. I have a quick.
So we're not on the way. We've known each other for 10 years and we're not on the same.
Well, y'all never played this game before. It's okay. Y'all
But
want to
the
give it
people
one more
that-
time?
The people in the improv class, did they ever?
Y'all want to
play?
give it one more try?
no.
Maybe not.
No.
My feelings were hurt a little bit. Because now you think about it, because the improv class, they don't know each other, but they're getting it. We know each other for 10 years.
We're all very different people that came together.
Hey,
in
how about
perfect
one of
harmony.
this? One of this. Let's all clap at the same time. One time, yeah. One more time. Ready?
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, wait. I got a quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Random question, random shower thought. I live alone. You guys are married. Do you guys sleep with the door open or closed?
You want to go first, or you want me to go?
I sleep with the door open just to be ready to attack any assailants that come in.
But don't you think you'd have more time if the door was closed to grab, like, you know, whatever protection you need?
You know what? It comes from a fear of people coming through the window to attack me, if I'm being totally honest. So that way I have a quick, easy exit out. But at the same time, you know, I have no ops, so I have nothing to worry about.
I have no ops. It's crazy.
Bro,
Christian.
Okay.
So my wife doesn't like sleeping with the door closed, but we sleep with the door closed. I just think to, you know, ward against anything that's out there, man. Like, it is like, I feel like it's easy. It's, you know, just blocks a path, makes it a little harder. You know, I would hope that I could hear somebody trying to open the door before somebody comes in. So, yeah. But there's like 3 points of entry in my house. Like, I have a door to the outside, the door to the room, and then the bathroom door. Man, like, it's scary when I'm just there by myself.
Very true.
That's why I got the dogs, man.
Your dogs are going to greet the intruder.
They're going to be wagging their tails.
You know, for real.
Let me say one thing. You know the crazy part about, not crazy part, but the thing about being a man and, you know, having a wife or girlfriend that you live with is when you hear something, you have to be the one to go check it out. That's the worst thing. Like, something happens and then you gotta like, oh, what is it?
I just heard a sound.
Go
check it.
Yeah, Chris will go find out what it is.
Yeah, like, why can't I be scared too? Why I gotta go check it out? I'm just saying, bro. Like,
It's about being a man, Christian.
I don't understand it's about being a man, but let's do it together as a couple. Let's go check it out together.
He said, "This dude's about to get
or
let's be a team. Let's be a team.
400 points of Call of Duty.
Or we both live. I said we both have an outside door to the outside. Let's just not check it out and leave.
He said, "You can have it. you can have the mortgage."
I'm just saying, as a guy, we have to deal with something like that because you got to check it out.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true.
Camila, you got to go down like a million stairs just to go check it out.
Yeah, all these stairs. I would hate to come home drunk. Like all these stairs.
Gosh, I would hate
it's exhausting.
Bro, are you kidding me? Like this is insane.
It's exhausting, man. But you get some steps in, some elevation.
Imagine after his wedding, he comes home. He's just, all right, 3 more flights of stairs, babe.
Yo,
We'd be good.
wild.
We'd take care of it.
That's a lot of stairs, man.
But Danny,
really
what about you, bro? Tell us. How are you gonna handle that intruder?
So I live on the top floor of my apartment complex. I think, you know, unless Spider-Man himself wants to come get me, I think I'm fine. But I sleep with the door closed and locked. I sleep alone. I mean, I live alone. Yeah, I just, you know, closed and locked, man. Like growing up, you know, black households, ain't no closed doors around here.
Ain't no locked doors.
Oh no, my parents didn't even let me close unless I was changing my clothes for like a minute. We were not having the door closed. And my mom used to always walk the halls and stuff, like in the middle of the night, and like put anointing oil on me and my sister, and like she would scare me out of my sleep so many times. I'm like, "What are you doing? It's 3 a.m." She said, "I'm putting the blood of Jesus on you." So
that's so sweet, dude.
I know, I know, but it's like getting scared out of your sleep to somebody standing over you multiple times in your childhood. It does something to you.
No,
so,
I hear you.
so yeah, man. You know, 27 years old, that door is closed, baby, and locked. I always make sure even my balcony door is locked.
Oh yeah, man.
Well,
before I go to sleep every single night. Like it's essential. Especially growing up in Chicago.
It's just a thing. It's a thing you just need to do. You gotta lock every door.
No, facts. But all right, you guys wanna get into it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start this. Hey, what is up, Sip Slow fam? Welcome to another episode of Sip Slow. As always, I'm your host, CYT. And alongside of me is
Danny C.
Camilo.
How you guys doing today?
We're doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm a little sore, but I'm doing good.
Dude, you've been crushing it, bro.
No,
I've been
facts.
mad impressed.
Thank you, man.
5:30.
I'm trying, man.
What are you like 8 days straight of the tonal?
8 days straight. No, not 8 days straight in total. But I take rest days here and there. But it kicked my butt today. It kicked my butt today. The tonal.
How many calories did you burn during your workout?
Today it was a 35-minute workout. It was a leg workout. That's what really killed me.
Ooh, worst day of the week, baby.
I hate it so much. But it was, I think it was like 4:36 or something. And,
Okay.
it was a long, man. It was.
Mad props, dude. Keep it going, man.
Yeah, man. Waking up, it's not as fun, but it's fun to wake up, But waking up at 5 a.m. and then having to go to work.
You had to correct that to the Lord. Oh, God, that's not what I meant.
But, hey, if this is your first time watching us or listen to us to the Sip, so please follow us and subscribe. Listen to us on all platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Apple, all of those. And watch us on YouTube. If you're already a part of the Sip Slow fam, please like, comment, share.
We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And don't forget to check out our TikTok page, and then our links to our IG will be below.
Yep, sure will.
What's on the agenda, brother?
So, tonight, we got a little setting going on here. I'll let Danny explain why we got this little setting and what we're drinking tonight.
We're drinking some wine right now. Just something casual. It's Wine Down Wednesday.
Boys wine night.
Boys wine night, and and as you guys know, the last 2 episodes I was not drinking. I gave up alcohol for Lent, and actually after Lent finished, I did an extra 5 days. So just having a little wine session with the guys, nothing too crazy. Name of the wine that we are drinking. Actually, we're just gonna go ahead and show it on the screen right here. Pretty premium. Like, what would you guys say?
I'm gonna give it a little taste, a little sniff.
Let me go ahead.
A boys wine trip to like Napa or like just.
That's what we're
wine.
doing. This wine's from Napa.
Yep, sure is. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and roll the clip of me pouring this wine out for the boys. That was glorious.
A bachelor party in like wine country, like just guys out there
That's
just
grown up.
drinking wine.
That's grown up. That's grown up.
That's grown up.
Yeah.
That's giving marketable securities.
Are you guys like on a wine? We're a little older now, past that college phase. Are you guys on a wine trend now?
Honestly, whenever I found out LeBron and Carmelo all drank wine, it kind of got me more wanting to be about wine.
I'm not a big wine guy, man. I mean, like I take my little sister out on a sibling date every month, and she loves wine, white wine. But I'll drink wine with her, or like if I'm with my aunt, or if I'm on a date. But other than that, I'm not a wine guy.
Yeah, you're a bag wine kind of guy.
Those are back in our old days. Man. That's behind us. But no, I'm more of like a Topo Chico seltzer guy. Like it's very like it's smooth. I don't really like to drink beer anymore, especially like we're all on our fitness grind, and I just feel terrible after drinking beer, man. Like even if I'm not like buzzed or drunk or anything, like I just feel bloated and gassy, and I just don't like it. So I stopped drinking beer a while ago. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
No, I occasionally will drink some beer just to be cool, like with the boys. But you know, a lot of carbs.
I like flavored beer. I like a good flavored beer.
Like what, like cider?
No, like
Why did I say it like that?
Boo.
like
Cider.
Like one of the ones we're doing now is mango cart, and it's like just a mango beer. It tastes really really good. Like and when when it's really cold and it's hot outside, a beer is just refreshing, man.
Oh,
I think a beer is appropriate for certain settings, like a
Barbecues.
baseball game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like you
Where
gotta
else?
have a beer at a baseball game.
Where else is it appropriate? Barbecues,
Barbecues.
pool.
Nah.
I guess pool. Back in the day before seltzer pool.
Yeah, seltzers. I feel like seltzers have taken over pool culture at this point.
One random thing I can't believe that we do, because of the COVID era and everything, but we used to do beer pong with beer in the cups. You know how nasty that sounds now?
Strong immune systems, baby. Like, think about it. Like, when was the last time you were sick?
Gross.
Actually, I don't know why I'm laughing. I just had COVID
Just
like 2 months ago.
The ball just bouncing everywhere, like, in a dirty house. And then we're like, oh, we'll just dip it in water and then it's clean. And then we put our hands, like, man, that was disgusting that we did that.
It really was.
Our riskier days, Now, not too much beer pong these days.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, I'm too competitive.
No, facts. They actually host beer pong tournaments at some bars in Dallas. Like, Gabe hit me up and told me about it. Like,
I bet there's some good players though.
Nah, facts.
I bet there's some good guys that are like playing.
Oh, 100%. Like, I think it's like free entry, or you got to pay like $100 or something, but the prize is like $300.
And I bet you it's water pong. I don't think it's like beer in the cups.
Yeah, I'm not shooting a beer pong ball in a bar, chasing it around and throwing it.
Excuse me.
And throwing it in my cup. Like, what or God forbid somebody else grabs the ball and throws it to me. Like, here you go, man. Additional germs.
I think that would be hard for us, like, because we had different beer pong rules when we went to college, just in our fraternity. So it'd be hard to go play at a competition where there's whole different types of rules that we could definitely adapt, but it would
Good
suck.
players adapt, bro. Good players
adapt. just hoop better, bro.
Just hoop better. That's an amazing
foreshadowing for
All right,
later in this
now we playing
episode.
beer pong later.
Yeah.
Any rules you want? You could have one cup. I'll have
One shot, one cup. Let's go.
Where's Big Sexy? Shout out Big Sexy.
Shout out Eddie, bro.
Oh man, dang. But all right, man. Let's get to the next thing. Danny, we're always excited about Danny in the Wild.
All right. So, do we want to do a profile right now? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up this week, boys.
Danny,
I'm gonna throw this screenshot.
Before you start, can you say Danny in the Wild in like an Australian accent?
Danny in the Wild.
Better.
I think that was better.
No, it was better.
Yeah, that was still terrible, but like it was better than the last.
This is Danny in the Wild. Boo.
Danny in the Wild. Danny in the Wild. Shrimp on the barbie.
All right, what we got?
All right, so right now I'm gonna throw this one to the screen. This is so I was talking to this girl on Hinge, and she threw me into this Facebook dating club. It's called, I guess it's for women. It's called Are We Dating the Same Guy?
Whew. Dang, bro.
That's crazy.
So like,
Who hurt them?
I don't know. And what's crazy was like I never asked this girl on a date. Like we talked for like a day on Hinge. Like conversation was going great. Never asked this girl to hang out. Like didn't even get to that point. I'm driving home from work and our good old fraternity brother Seth, he told me his girlfriend, who they met on dating apps, was also in this club. She never left the club. And a fraternity brother of mine, his wife, they met on a dating app, and Yeah, like she was also in this Facebook group, and she never left. So one day, like she said that she likes checking it still just to see the drama and like because apparently people will argue about the same guy. Be like, oh, this guy did X, Y, and Z. Don't date him. Stay away from him. X, Y, yada yada yada. And so she gets on there and she sees my picture on there, screenshots it, send it to our boy, and I'm driving home and he texts me. He's like, "Who's Faith?" And I'm like, I just smashed with this girl yesterday. What do you mean? Is this your cousin or something? Like, I'm like, how do you know, like, this girl I'm talking to on Hinge? Then he sends me this screenshot, and I was like, this is crazy. So I'm going to throw the next screenshot on the screen. This actually backfired on this girl. Two more women commented under there, and they're like, this is the one that got away. Oh, no. Was it your wife?
Show me. I remember this is a while back.
This was like early 2022 when this happened.
I just think it's crazy for her to post that, and y'all just she just swiped right on you or swiped left.
And she wants to know is there any tea?
Yeah,
any red
like, is there any
flags?
tea? Like, yeah.
Any red flags? Man,
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I
man.
can understand being cautious.
of course, yeah.
Right? Did he give off that vibe of maybe I should check out, make sure he's
Right.
a good guy?
Are we trying to see if there's any compliments for being on this website? Or,
Yeah, like what if you would have got a bunch of like it could go either way. If you get negative stuff, that's negative. If you get a bunch of good compliments, I feel like it's still
So I did
bad.
get compliments on there. I'll just throw it on the screen.
all right.
But,
so, what was the fallout from all this, bro?
The fallout was I just thought it was just really weird. I didn't even ask for this girl's phone number. Never asked her on a date. Like, I understand if we've been talking for a minute, you're catching feelings, and then you want to make sure, like, I'm not a creepo or I don't have like a history of like being a offender or anything like that.
She
Like,
just wanted
I
to contribute to the page.
But I think she just jumped the gun way too early.
Oh, definitely.
And like for me, for you to post me without my consent into like this huge group of people, I get like it's for your safety.
Yeah.
But like I don't want to get thrown into like this page, into this pool of people.
Dog. Maybe stop being such a dog, bro.
Bro, we're kaidos, man.
But I don't think. I mean, I wondered, is there a guy page for that? I don't know.
If there was a guy page for that, you already know what the narrative would be. You already know misogyny. Like, are you a misogynist? 101. Like, we're gonna get called misogynist for this.
So they won't think it's these guys are just trying to watch out for themselves as well.
Have you ever been legitimately warned about a girl?
Yes.
And how did you respond to your warning? Did you follow through with the pursuit?
No. I mean, I did it. I'm not with her anymore.
That's true.
But I mean, there were people you guys warned me about her, and I definitely
Ignored
it.
Yeah. I mean, but I think
Hakuna Matata.
But then I met my wife, and she knows the story, so I won't get in trouble for this.
She does know the story.
She does know the story.
So do we want to move on to the next segment? She's a 10, but.
Oh, we got what do we got? We're gonna do it again.
we got some solid responses.
We
from
did
the
get
last
some
one,
solid responses,
and we appreciate that.
So I'm gonna read the last three.
Okay.
So
Would
this
you
one's-
give us some background, Danny.
So I posted a submission box on my Instagram, and I had a bunch of my followers participate. So I'm just gonna be reading some of the responses on the camera, and then we're gonna talk about it. Did you guys post it on y'all's stories at all? Or
I did not. I'm not gonna lie.
Camilo?
I'm not nearly as popular as you, bro. So I didn't have any love, but
This is crazy.
But we will. I will get better.
Okay, bet.
we're growing.
So the first one is from this girl that I know pretty well. She said, she's a 10, but takes forever to reply.
Oh, I know Danny hates this.
I have a 24-hour rule, which I feel like is pretty generous. Like, if you text me at 9 a.m., you have until 9 a.m. the next day to respond back to me.
What about emergency?
You can't say, hey, can't talk right now. I'm in an emergency. Like, who's busy for 24 hours
Like,
straight?
what if she like broke her arm or something?
She's got another arm.
Hey Siri, text
Yeah.
my.
Text a guy that she's just dating, like, or not even barely dating, just messaging on a dating. Hey, sorry.
So let's get the verdict. What is she if she doesn't?
If she takes forever to reply, I feel like
But she's a 10 though.
I feel like she'll still be a 10, but I'm just not going to talk to her anymore.
Okay.
I feel like that's a lower rate. I just feel like that's a lower
Like attracted. Like I'm not going to pursue
Like
you.
you're still
anymore.
hot, but I'm not gonna talk to you.
Okay.
And it's like, on a dating app, I don't know. I feel like it just comes down to like if you're actually serious about finding somebody. Like if you're intentionally dating somebody, like trying to get to know somebody, I don't think you're gonna take over 24 hours to respond to somebody. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So,
So
like-
she's still a 10 though.
Like looks wise, there's plenty of 10s that I won't pursue because I just respect myself.
All right.
What about you? What do you?
Okay, it was if she's a 10, but she takes forever to respond. I'm gonna tell you, I would put the effort in. I would double text.
Oh no! Please,
Triple
please,
text.
please.
I'd be like, hey, please.
Please. That's not a please. It's like,
bro, please
hey,
stand up. That's what I wanted to say. Please stand up.
So I would say she's still a 10 for me.
Oh, City Boys just took
It
it.
knocks me down to like an 8. Like
8?
lack of interest. Like you want some interest back. You don't want it just to
Exactly.
be going one way. After the 4th text, 5th text,
I mean,
6th
she's a 10.
text.
You gotta put in some effort, man.
All I'm saying is, who does not check their phone? Like Donald Trump is tweeting. Like,
That's not Donald. You think it's really Donald?
Oh, absolutely, man.
yeah, dude was tweeting and was president of the United States. You're telling me you can't text me back in 24 hours?
She's a 10, man. She's busy.
Stand up, please. Please stand up. All right, let's just go to the next one. This is from our fraternity brother. She's a 10, but she wants to go out every night.
Ooh, that one.
6. I'm going
Damn,
6.
you
Bro.
knocked her down 4 points.
I'm going 6. Because if that's your whole personality, like you don't want to go on a walk, you don't want to go grab coffee, you don't want to go to the movies, like you just want to go get effed up in the club or go out to the bar every single night, like, no, man. Like,
So does it change because you are this age now at this point in your life?
Right.
Or would it be changed? Would it be different if it's like you're 21?
if you ask 21-year-old me, that girl would be a solid 8.5 to a 9.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about age at that point. If you're
Yeah.
in your 30s and you're still going out every night, and you're a 10,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not trying to find love.
Exactly. 100%.
But she's still a 10.
She's still a 10. Coming from the guy that doesn't go out. When's the last
Right.
time you've been to a club, Camilo?
More recent than you think, bro.
I personally don't like going to clubs, though. I'm more of a bar guy. I've never been a let's go get a section type guy because
I mean, but we did do it for your birthday.
3 years ago.
I'm
And,
saying
and that
we
was
did
the
it.
only time I did that. You remember I said I wanted to have a section because I never did it before.
You did?
And after I did it, have I been back?
So if I say, hey, I got the bottles tonight, let's go up and get a section, y'all not coming through.
I'm coming through.
to support you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to leave you hanging, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm not going to frequent the club. Like, because everybody's on edge. Like, all dudes in there are like, don't F with me type vibes. Like, you know, the girls in there are like, I don't know. It's just like, it's just not a vibe to me.
So
Like, I'd rather play pool. I'd rather play darts. I'd rather, like, have, like, $4 shots instead of paying $3.50 for a $30 bottle. You know, like, it's just the finance bro in me is screaming.
No,
right now.
right.
Like,
But you sometimes you feel kind of cool, man. You're in the club. The girls come out with sparklers. They're like waving some sort of sign in the air.
this is what the girls be zoom in on me. This is what the girls be looking like. They don't want to be here. They're like, they're like just straight face, not
that's for
enjoying.
people they don't know, though.
You said what?
That's for people they don't know.
Exactly. That's majority of the people that the clientele, people they don't know. But they make bank though.
They make bank.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, they make. Wasn't that one of our
Yes.
previous She's a 10? Roll the clip.
Oh, it was a bottle girl.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think at this age, I'm not gonna say I don't like clubs. I like clubs at certain times. I like going to the club early and leaving early.
What time is early and leaving early?
Probably get there around 9:30, 10.
Dang, bro, we're showing our age, dude.
Get there 9:30, 10. Bro, it's what I mean. The music's still good. It's not as crowded. You could get some drinks. We did it when I went to Scottsdale. I did that. When we were just there Thursday night. Went there like 10. It was good. I had to talk to the bartender. Had a good time. I mean, but then you leave at like around it's getting lit, but you leave at like midnight. You know, good time. Or at this age, I can't go to the club unless we have a section. I gotta sit down at some point.
Oh, so you're bougie now.
I can't.
It's just the knees, dude.
Can't go to the club unless
I can't go to the club unless I have a section. So that's one thing. You know, all the money you spend, especially if I bring my wife with me, the money I spend already is gonna be almost to where I should be able to split a bottle with somebody else. Like,
I'd rather.
but I love bars. Like, don't get me wrong. I love
yeah,
bars.
of course.
It's just finding the right bar now these days that plays good music. Cause wait, what would you consider the country bar you go to?
Red River.
Red River. What do you consider that?
Is that a club?
That's a bar.
That's a bar. Right.
That's a country dance hall.
It's a country club. I feel
Dance
like.
hall.
When we go there, I feel like.
Now, if I Google this and I put this on the screen,
But I'm talking from
Putting
the
on the screen.
experience of going there. I feel like it's more. I guess because there's a lot.
Are there
of seats.
sections at this place?
There are no sections. Well, I mean,
You
no,
gotta have
like,
sections.
There's no bottle girls.
No.
all right, I want you to read this. What does that say?
It says dance hall and saloon. But I'm telling you, when you go there, it does not feel. It feels like a club vibe.
I don't get it. There's no sections there. You can't buy bottles there.
You can't buy bottles there. Yeah,
Like, there's no bottle girls there.
They throw napkins everywhere in that place.
Throwing napkins. We're going on to the next one.
All right.
Last one.
Last one.
Good friend of mine, Darius, sent this one in. He said, she's a 10, but she's not athletic. I'm going to say I dated a girl like this. I'm not going to say who it was. As an athlete, I honestly, I got turned off by it. It was like a 6. She was a solid, she fell down to a 6 from 6'5", yeah. Just because, I like to run. I like to play basketball, soccer, something I would want an ideal person to be some type of sports-oriented or sports background.
Something.
You don't even have to play sports. Do you like to run at least or go to the gym? It's just
Do you like to run, do a push-up?
because this girl actually, she got mad at me for going to go play basketball with him. She acted like you're
a 2.
Yeah, bro. You remember I told you this.
But yeah, dude, a
Yeah.
5, bro. That's not. You're not gonna be able to play a sport. Nah. What do you think, Christian?
I mean, I think I've only dated athletes as well. Actually, no, not really. There's one, but I mean, I would say she's still a 10.
Like some artsy chick. That's what I'm picturing.
she's
Like some
still
chick that smokes
attractive,
cigarettes and stuff.
But we won't have nothing in common. There'll be some things we won't have in common. You mean she's not
What
an
is
athlete?
wrong with you?
Well, so she's when you say athlete, you're saying she didn't play sports or just she doesn't want to work out at all.
She's not active.
She just doesn't want to do active, but she's still a 10.
Yeah.
Because she's too busy, drinking coffee and waking up in the morning. Not even yoga? Or do you think yoga is an athlete thing?
Yoga's kind of hard, man. I
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
pulled my hamstring
fair.
doing that.
So she's not even doing yoga,
She's not
nothing?
even doing yoga. I mean, she was just blessed to be a 10.
I guess, dude. I don't know how you're a 10. For me, it's hard to be a 10 without being an athlete of some sort,
That's because we were athletes.
Well, I'm just saying, how
You
are you
were
gonna
also an
maintain?
athlete.
How are you gonna maintain the figure? You know what? We're getting.
My man said the metabolism
I
slowing down.
would still say you're a 10.
Calories increasing.
You're a
It's only
10.
a
But
matter
it
of
would be
time.
hard. It would be hard. We're in that kind of a fitness type of role, and then we like to talk about what we did back in sports. I think it's just something that would be best for people that like us. There's some people that just don't do active or sports.
But we're just talking about what you're attracted to. Would you be attracted to a woman who does not?
A 5, right?
You're
What
right.
do you
You're
think?
right. Yeah, I'd probably say 7. I'm would say 6.
7. All right. He finally answers the question straight up.
Yeah, there you go.
And speaking of athleticism, I noticed your jersey, Camilo. This has been an argument we've been having for the last month. I want you guys to please respond to this comment down below. Please share this with your friends, other basketball players. Do you think Luka Doncic is athletic? And I want to spread this question and share this question with y'all too. Is Luka Doncic athletic?
He's been ready for this.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Is Luka
I feel like you're
Doncic?
gonna say a lot.
No.
Mind if I go first?
Go for it, Christian.
Because I think you got a lot, and so I don't want to piggyback off of you. First, we gotta define athletic, and we're just saying. And my definition of it is somebody that can play in this scenario is somebody that can do multiple sports. It's like, is Luka Doncic able to just, because he can hoop, he can ball, he's probably going to be the MVP this year. Can he go out and play football? Can he go out and play
I feel like
hockey? Could he go out there and play tennis?
what?
Wow.
You lost me at hockey, bro.
Oh, lost you at hockey?
You lost me.
I feel like that gave him. I thought he was a white boy, and I was like, oh, hockey. Let me give him that one.
Stereotype.
So I watch Luka play. I've been to a couple.
I disagree with your definition of it, because I feel like athleticism, yeah, it translates to some sports, but not like. I don't think a basketball player should be expected to perform at a high level in the hockey.
I'm not saying
rink.
a high level, but able to perform.
You could be a.
Do you feel this hate? Y'all see this hate?
You
this
could
is
be
unreal.
Football's like, come on. If you can play basketball, you should be able to play.
That fool can play football, bro.
Yeah, Luka. I will say Luka can
I
play.
tight
don't
end.
see it.
Oh my God.
So that's where
6'7", 250, built like James Corden. Like he can't catch a football.
This is hate.
I just don't see it. I don't see it. And that's where I'm thinking Luka may not be as athletic as we think. He can
Oh
ball.
my
He's
God,
a basketball player. That's where I'm leaving him at. He's just a basketball player.
This is unreal, dude. Danny?
Luka Doncic is not athletic. I'm gonna say this: Luka Doncic is a highly, highly, highly skilled basketball player, and I think he has honed in on those skills to compensate for the lack of athleticism. Does Luke name one? Please show me one clip of Luka catching an alley-oop. Who throws a lob to Luka Doncic?
We're going to throw some clips of Luka being athletic here. Look, Luka is an elite athlete. There's no question about that.
He's an elite basketball player.
Elite athlete, plays over 36 minutes in NBA basketball games regularly. This man, if you look at 2K ratings, which are built by objective folks regarding their skills and abilities, he is as fast as Steph Curry. He's as fast as Kawhi Leonard. He's as fast as other quick people that we probably think are athletic. Not only that, this gentleman has the ability to get by really athletic people relatively easily. He is shifty. Sure, I'm not gonna be here and say that he's got hops, he's got bunnies. I'm not here to say that he can outjump anyone in the gym, but Mans is an athlete, and if you don't agree with that, then you're incorrect. I mean, just look at Danny's latest poll regarding Luka Doncic's athleticism.
There were some people in there that openly stated that they wanted to go against my thoughts in that poll.
Mm-hmm.
People that were related to you.
Look, man, I don't know what else to tell you. Mans plays in the NBA. He is MVP. He probably is faster than you, Danny. He probably will jump higher than you. He's just better than you, Danny.
He is a better basketball player than me, yes.
Could you beat him in a mile?
100%.
Oh, my God.
In a mile run? Yes.
Could you beat him in a 100-yard sprint? 100-meter dash?
Yes.
Oh,
actually, no, probably not.
Okay.
Just because he has way longer legs than me. His strides are way longer than mine. I'm 5'8".
Christian.
He's 6'7". And I'm literally like, that's his stride and this is my stride. Stride alone is gonna beat me. Okay. But if we're measuring acceleration, quickness, yes.
All right.
100%, yes.
Let's clip this.
Yes.
He's a cold player, man. He's a good player. He's way better than I expected. They still Dallas Mavs. I feel like I gotta just put this in. They still need a little more help
Oh
to
my
get
god.
to that finals, but
We'll see. Hey, we'll see.
what we've been seeing,
Not worried about the Mavs over here, baby.
Are you even in the playoffs, bro?
I don't even know. Are the Bulls in the playoffs?
You guys are worried about the wrong thing. Chicago sports, man. The superior in Dallas sports.
Just one story while we're here, because I'm wearing a Lakers shirt, because I'm a LeBron fan. My Christmas present last year was to go see LeBron James play, and my wife got that for me.
Against the Mavs.
And it was amazing to finally see one of my heroes play in person. Camilo was there for his bachelor party that I wasn't invited to.
Wow.
Neither was I.
But to see LeBron play and then for them to come back and win that game just made it even
That was
better.
so annoying.
But yeah, it's awesome to do. So another thing we did, me and Camilo did, Danny wasn't at, was we did the whiskey event that we talked about last episode. And you know how we said that they told us not to pregame the event? Yeah, we should not have pregamed that event. That was not the smartest decision that we did. I'm not gonna lie, the whiskey to touch on just a quick bit is it was okay. It was a good time. Got to try a lot of whiskeys out. They were doing very strong pours. So after like 20 minutes there, I was already lit. I don't know about how you were.
I was destroyed. I had heartburn within 2 drinks. I was really. It was a good time because I was hanging out with you and Brendan. But aside from that, I was pretty miserable. And then I was too lit. I had heartburn for 3 days, bro.
Turning 30.
You know, a bit, I guess, but I don't know. I just struggled. I think pre-gaming was a terrible idea.
Pre-gaming might not have been the best idea. It was
fun.
It was great to go VIP.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I wish there was just certain things that could have been a little bit better about it.
I was thinking there was gonna be more mixed drinks. I thought we were gonna have a good, but high proof whiskey is just not my jam, man.
Mixed drinks at a whiskey tasting?
I don't know, man. I thought honestly I got kind of roped into this, but it was a good experience, and I think we got some good clips.
Mixed drinks is good. I think that's a good idea. I think there were some, but they should have had more at other. Because it's like not a lot of people just drink. I mean, I drink whiskey straight, but not a lot of people just drink whiskey straight.
But why? But like the whole point, I feel like of a whiskey tasting is for you to fully taste each whiskey.
Yeah.
And don't you think like Coke or Pepsi or something would mask the true, like the grain, the barrel flavoring and all that stuff of the whiskey?
They poured so much, bro. It almost it ruined the point of the tasting, in my opinion. It just I would drink all of it, and then it all honestly just started tasting the same for me. I couldn't even differentiate between the tastes. I'm also not a whiskey drinker, I guess.
So, and we found out there was a tequila one, and I guess we decided not to do the tequila one.
That sounds like a headache in the making, and I like tequila.
But aftermath was I passed out here at Camilo's house. I did not make it home.
Don't drink and drive, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, that was.
No, agreed.
So probably won't be doing that event again, but I'm glad that we got to experience it. I will have a TikTok of the event so you guys can see. So you guys can go and try it next year. Hopefully they will be back next year.
Yeah, if you're a fan of all sorts of whiskeys, they had really fun ones that like the flavored whiskeys, like peanut butter,
I
ice
had
cream.
all types of whiskey. Japanese. They had. Oh, there was a vodka there. It was pretty good. Just a random vodka.
I was about to say, why?
Somebody brought a vodka.
It
And
was like a
actually pretty good.
rice vodka, yeah. And
Nice.
It was chill, but
Nice.
yeah, good time.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, moving on from the whiskey tasting, back to basketball. All three of us, we were involved in a highly selective basketball tournament.
How selective was this, Danny?
Selective.
Tell us how you came to this. Tell us about this event.
This event started 3 years ago. for my birthday. I did not want to go to the club for my birthday. And I wanted to do something different, you know. Like I enjoy playing basketball. Like we all like basketball, and so I was like, you know what? Why don't I get 20 friends together and we rent out a private basketball court and we have a basketball tournament? And that was a hit 3 years ago. Now it's like a semi-annual thing that I do now, and I ended up holding it again this past weekend. And me and Camilo, we participated in the tournament. We were part of the 4 teams in the tournament, and then CYT over here was an honorary referee. So yeah, how would you guys say that the tournament went from a player perspective and from a refereeing perspective? Like, what are y'all's thoughts?
The refs were the worst part.
Okay.
Honestly, the best, the most organized you've been regarding the tournament. So I'm glad that you've responded to the criticisms that we've all given to you about it. Unfortunately, I was part of a not a great team, probably mostly because of me.
You were scared to shoot the ball. Actually, you know what? Like, you just had a terrible performance the whole
Always
tournament.
been scared to shoot the ball.
Let's
All
roll the clip
right.
of his performance.
All right.
I mean, my goodness, man. Like, you got blocked on an open layup. Walk us through your thought process. Like, did you not see Z coming to block you? Did you think he wasn't going to go for it? Like, walk me through
He
that.
fouled me. Just look at the clip. Nah.
Roll the clip again.
I got no effort in the play, obviously, and I'd like to say that that's not that I tried hard most of those games, but that was pretty bad. I don't know what else to say aside from my bad team red. That one was on me, but
The block was on you. The loss was not on you.
you know, I gave it my all. But you had some tough players, Danny. A lot of tough players, and I am happy to have been a part of it, frankly. But I mean, it's not like we all had highlights. Let's roll that clip of Danny.
Wait, quick question.
Yes.
Wait. So, like, this 3, normally I hit these. Wasn't used to this rim yet.
Yeah.
They left me open, hand down, man down, and I paid the price. Smooth air ball. But go ahead. What was your
Quick question. Was there, like, D1 basketball players on any of these teams? Anybody played D1, D2?
I know some kids
D3?
definitely
I don't
played in
think so.
college.
What are you talking about?
Blue team, light skin.
Ralph?
He's got a tattoo on his.
Yeah, you're talking about Ralph.
I think he played in JUCO. Is what he told me.
Oh,
so.
then yeah, JUCO. But
I mean, like there's some kids.
No,
that
they were good.
Hit
They
some
were-
shots.
They were good. I was just curious.
There was this
Yeah.
one kid that sucked. Gabe, terrible.
Gabe actually caught 2 felony charges during that day. Got one guy in a chokehold, slammed another guy into the bleachers. Just
God. Did
Draymond
someone-
Green.
did
It's the
someone call a
Draymond
foul
Green
on
of the
that?
friend group. You said what?
Did someone call a foul on that?
He got yeah. Did somebody call a foul?
He got a technical foul, but if we wanted to really say it was a flagrant foul,
Was it a flagrant 1 or a 2?
I would say 1.
You don't think he would get ejected for that in like an actual game?
Nah, I think it was early part of the game. You don't want to eject somebody just like right immediately. But I would still say it was definitely a flagrant 1.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, there was a guy laying on the floor near the bleachers. The fourth. I think you guys called it right, but I mean, sometimes Gabe is just a little high head, and it's okay. It's
Love
okay.
love you, Gabe.
All love.
He knows what it is though. He knows what's up.
Ref perspective. Wait, give us your ref background.
I have no ref background. I just have a ref jersey as my Halloween costume because if I don't have a costume, it's always just gonna be a ref, and people love it. So yeah, that's why. And Danny knew that, and he was like, "Oh, he should be a ref."
100%. I also knew that you were my big. and I know I could count on you
That's love.
to be a last minute referee for me, since the official referees ghosted me on which I find crazy.
That's just unprofessional.
Which I find really crazy. And you referees that ghosted me, you're lucky I'm saved. I would have let y'all hear about it.
It's just unprofessional for them to ghost you.
Yeah, no, for real. And we contacted them like a month in advance. We were like, hey, like we're doing it on this weekend. Like we were asking them like what their rates were. We were fully so it was me, Ricky, Imani, and Gabe that I reached out to them to help me like organize this and like tighten everything up because I did take the constructive criticism. I'm a perfectionist. Like if I get constructive feedback, I'm not gonna sit here and be a baby about it. Like I know you gave me a lot of feedback, which I appreciate because I needed it and it made the tournament turn out to be really well. Shout out to y'all. Back to the referees, just unprofessional, bro. Like they were like, "Oh, we're down." We're like, "What's your rates?" Ghosted us. Came back. Hey, like you guys still have this going on? We're like, "Yeah." What's your rates? Ghosted us. Never heard back from him. So that's when I reached out to you and I was like, "Hey, can you?"
Yeah, I was just trying to do the scoreboard.
I know you were, but the scoreboard guy ended up backing out too. He couldn't get nobody. He couldn't get nobody to cover his shift at work. So. It was still a success.
No,
it was still a success.
Massive success. Blue team, y'all earned that. Congrats. But I know that there had been some controversies towards the end of this, the game, right?
Yeah, it was the end of the championship game. Blue team won. Unfortunately, my team almost knocked them out of the playoffs. We had a solid 3-4. No, it was a 5-1 run towards the end of it. We were going at 18, by the way. So nobody thinks that. It was 2s and 3s. But, yeah, at the end of it, a member of the gray team had some words. 2 members of the gray team had some words for
head ref.
For our head chief
Officiating.
our chief officiator. Iman, should we just roll the clip?
Just a little brief clip, yeah.
Brief clip. You cool with that?
A little brief clip.
Brief clip.
Yeah, they got every call. We didn't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? I said it in the game. Okay. It didn't matter that I'm losing. I'm saying, bro, call it both ways.
What you hooping?
Bro, I'm saying. You said what? I wasn't hooping.
So you said, in response to your criticism, you said, quote, just hoop better. Walk us through that.
Give me a second here. First, I like to issue an apology. I don't know if that guy watches us, but hopefully he does, or maybe we should tell him to. But apology to that guy. I was out of line. I'd like to apologize to Danny here for, that outburst too as well. Like you asked me to be there, and I just, I had that outburst. It was kind of embarrassing, and I feel like it was just kind of embarrassing to you for me to do something like that. So I'm too old to be doing something like that. Awesome, but to go back to ref, I clearly stated in the beginning, every game, that I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing, and I just want you to play basketball, like just hoop. And
you called the obvious ones.
I called the obvious ones. That's all I can do.
And there was another ref too.
And there was another ref, and what kind of got me to that point to where I was yelling and stuff is because one person made a comment. Gabe made a comment saying, I'm gonna say his name. He said, maybe we shouldn't pay him after because they lost. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I did this. I did this out of courtesy to Danny and to everybody that was playing. I didn't need to come out there and ref. I didn't need the little bit of money that you gave me. That was a courtesy to me. I drove all the way down there. I could have stayed at home. I could have better things to do. I didn't need to go ref a bunch of men trying to live out their lives of being in the NBA.
I came out of pocket to pay you.
Okay. Yeah, he wasn't even paying me. So him saying that was just bad in itself. And I like to say this, what I said was I should have did it in a different manner. I should have came in a different manner. Instead of, yelling and getting all loud, should have came in a different manner. It should have been, me and him should have talked. We should have went to the side, hey, man, I missed a few calls, but I told you I wasn't professional. And those calls weren't mine to make. I wasn't on the baseline. And you only lost by 3 points, and everybody was fouling that whole game. I stopped the championship game. I stopped it at some point to tell everybody was fouling that game.
Sure did.
And if I were to call everything, it would have been a boring game. But no one listened. They kept hitting each other, and they lost because they weren't hooping. And they lost by 3. They lost by 3. So you obviously, there's certain aspects. Before the game started, I told them I really was saying I'm gonna let you play. I don't want the whistle to dictate how this game goes. And so they were very chippy. Any playoff game in the NBA is chippy. Yeah. Any championship game is chippy. So, yeah, I'm going to let you play the game and have fun.
And the winners will just hoop better.
The winners will hoop better.
Just hoop better.
And they won. The great team who was upset, they won every game before that. And then they lost, and they were fine with my referee until that game. Come on, man. But again, I apologize to that guy. I don't even know.
Who is it?
Z.
Hey, man. I apologize to him. I apologize to everybody else that was there.
What about Gabe?
No. Because I was rooting for Gabe. That's what kills me, man. I was rooting for the Gabe. And the guy that I got into it with. We were chopping it up before that. Like, I was rooting for them. But they still lost. So, I was hoping Gabe was going to win. But, people get mad over the little money they lose.
That was an amazing apology, bro.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
Apologize. Said I didn't need the little money Danny gave me. We agreed on that rate before the tournament.
I drove an hour to that. I drove an hour, bro. You have to. And I took 5 or 6 hours out of my day to come rep.
No, I appreciate. No, I wanted to pay you. Yeah. I just wasn't expecting the diss on the podcast.
Sneak this.
That's funny.
So, yeah, man. But I think I love what you're doing. I think that's a good people that come. I think it can get bigger, man. And I think what you're doing is great. I think it's an awesome thing that you have going for people to do. It's very organized. Something
I appreciate it.
To see what you're doing.
Took a lot of 3+ hour conference calls to really organize everything. We finished on time. I lied about what time the tournament started.
Had to. You had to.
Everybody. I don't know how it is in the Hispanic community, but in the Black community, nobody's going to show up on time. So, yeah, man, the tournament started at 11. I told everybody 10:45. People were texting me, "Hey, man, I'm going to be late. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there at 10:55." I was like, "No problem." So,
good job. Tournament manager of the year.
And that was my thing too. If I'd have called all those fouls, then the time would have went over. The game ended. When the game ended, it was 10 minutes left for us to get out of that gym. So, I couldn't be calling all those fouls.
You did a great job, man. You did a great job. I mean, if the great team would have won, they were not going to complain about fouls not being called. So, I think you did a great job, especially, for not having an officiating background. You did a great job. I mean, I lost in my own tournament. I've held this tournament 3 times now. I have yet to win. I had no complaints. You called fouls on me. You called fouls on everybody. I mean, I can't expect perfectionism out of you. I mean, even after I had the prayer before we started the tournament, I told everybody to give you grace, you and the other guy grace, because you guys never refereed before. I don't think you guys should be held to the standard of an official referee, especially when we're just helping friends out. So I think you did a great job, seriously.
Yeah, I thought it was just there to just say the ball went out of bounds or not,
Yeah, man. You did good, man. And I really appreciate you.
Good workout.
Oh, yeah. You were jogging
I
a little
was
bit.
jogging
Let's roll
a
a clip of
little
him jogging.
Is it the same clip of me getting blocked?
Literally, yeah, I think it's right after that.
Keep in mind, I did run before that too as well, so it's not the greatest idea.
You did good, bro. And shout out to Danny and Danny Crow semi-annual tournament.
Yep. Actually, I think we're gonna be hosting it again next month.
What's a quarter?
Well, everybody now wants to have the tournament again next month. Like everybody's pissed about the blue team winning, so we might be doing that again. Camilo wants to be a referee. We're in contract negotiations right now.
We'll talk about this.
Yeah, I won't referee.
I spoke to his representative, his wife, and she's unwavering supporting his demands, and we're working on that. So, yeah, we're gonna come to some type of agreement, whether it's Domino's Pizza or something.
Cold hard cash, please. So we talked a little bit about one of Danny's successes. Let's talk about one of his failures.
We just showed me airballing a 3-pointer on camera.
Another failure.
You're just basking in my L's.
This was a tough L. Let's talk about this. Danny,
Let's talk about it.
Tell us about your experience being a dog owner for 3 days.
Oh, man. Okay, so, all right. So I have a good reason, a good story, good background story on this. So back in college, undergrad to be specific, I volunteered at the Sherman Animal Shelter all the time. Like, love taking the dogs out of the cages, like walking them, feeding them, playing with them, putting them back, really just helping the staff out there. And, me and a group of friends would go too. This is my first year out of college. I was still going to the animal shelter. And I was living in Las Colinas, Texas at the time. And me and Lil Chris, shout out Lil Chris, we were chilling at my crib out in Las Colinas. And we were just bored, man. And we were like, hey, do you want to go to – I asked him, I was like, hey, do you want to go to the animal shelter? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So we go to the animal shelter. And mind you, my dream dog is whenever I get a house, wife, kids, I want a German Shepherd and I want a Husky. However, I've reconsidered the Husky. We are in Texas, and these are Arctic dogs. So German Shepherd for sure, though.
Yeah.
So I go to the shelter, and I see this dog. Like, he's a German Shepherd mixed with a Shar Pei. And his name is Kylo, and he's sitting there all quiet. I'll roll the clip of him in the cage when I first met him. Yeah. So anyway, I'm like, hey, can I take him out? And the girl was like, yeah, of course. He's been a little bit quiet, skittish, whatever. He gets out. We're walking. He doesn't really pay too much attention to Chris, and he's gravitating towards me. He's listening to me. I'm playing fetch with him. They said that he's been there for 2 months. So then the girl was like, oh, my gosh, he's never been this way with anybody before. And I'm over here drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I'm like, oh, this is the dog God wants me to have. This is my dog.
This dog loves you.
I was like, this is God ordained. And I quickly realized it was not God ordained. I'm signing the adoption paperwork, and I just have a feeling, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. But I'm like, you know what? Whatever, we're here. And mind you, at the time, my first job out of college, my paycheck, my biweekly paycheck, I was getting a little under $1,400, and my rent was $1,169.
Damn, dude.
So I didn't have much money at this point in time, and I also had a girlfriend at the time too. And women are not cheap to date, so So on top of that, I took on a dog. I called my sister, and she's like, I'll help you with the dog, but this is your dog. This is not our dog. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. We were living together at the time. She had just moved down to Texas, and I wanted her to stay with me so I could be there for her, show her around before we got our own cribs. I go to Petco. I drop $400 because I had to buy an extra large cage for this dog. I had to buy toys, dog food, a dog bowl, a leash. I didn't think about the expenses.
All the essentials to owning a dog.
I didn't think about all the expenses. So we get home. I'm gonna roll a clip of him walking around my house, hanging out with Chris.
You're right, my bird.
So yeah, great dog, man. Great looking dog. So whenever I walk this dog over the 72 hours that I had him, like I got a lot of compliments from people on like with this dog. And like at the time I was in a relationship, but if I was single and had this dog, totally going on my hinge. 100% going on the hinge. Anyway, though, I got a lot of compliments on this dog, and long story short, he had resource guarding. Do you guys know what resource guarding is?
No.
So resource guarding is when an animal gets an item in their mouth or like in their possession, and they get highly defensive of this item, no matter what it is. They like go from being chill to like attack mode if you try to take this item from them. So Kylo had grabbed one of my dirty gym socks out of my laundry basket that was on the floor, and he starts flailing it around. And like little Chris goes to like grab the sock, and the dog literally like tries to bite his hand, like full force. You hear like that bone clamping sound, and little Chris was like, "It's your world. I'm just living in it." So I walk over and I'm like, okay, like he's been listening to me. Let me see if he tries it. He's growling at me as I go for the sock, and I'm like, I've read some stuff online. It was like you need to be the alpha of your household with this dog, or this dog is gonna do whatever it wants.
That's true.
So I snatched the sock anyway. Like, I took the risk of getting bit. He didn't bite me. He just growled. I took it. Then he went back to being chill. I drove back up to Sherman, back to Austin College. Go Roos. Go XDH too. And I went up there to go see my ex at the time, who was still in school. And like I said, I was 1 year removed from school. This dog bit 4 to 5 people over the course of the whole weekend. Got in a fight with a stray dog. And like I said, and I brought up my paycheck earlier because if I got sued by somebody that this dog bit, I did not have money to go to court or pay like any type of
An attorney.
Yeah, pay an attorney, or even pay somebody. If the judge says you owe $50 to this person, I did not have it. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I got to get rid of this dog.
I gotta get rid of this dog.
I was like, so dude, I'll post on Facebook. Like, I don't.
What I gotta do? What do I gotta do?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to give him back to the shelter. I was trying to find him. And I reached out to all my friends, everything. I'm like, okay, like.
I think I got a text. Did you get a text?
I had a dog right there.
I knew he wasn't gonna take the dog. He barely wants his own dog.
Aw.
I love my dogs. They're just not the best.
So yeah, I reached out to everybody, and hold on a second. I needed to sit for this.
What'd you do, bro? What'd you do?
I reached out to everybody, and my boy, our fraternity brother Nate, shout out Nate. If you need a house, hit him up. He's a realtor.
We have multiple realtors on Elsa Cackley, Othello Cackley.
Oh
please.
yeah. Hit up Elsa Cackley too.
If you want luxury homes.
Yeah.
Shout out Nate though.
Shout out Nate and Elsa Cackley and Todd Cackley. So anyway, we
Wasn't it Nate's mom?
back to Nate's mother. Before we
Shout
got
out Nate's mom, since we're gonna shout out everybody now.
shout out Kylo. So
What
anyway,
happened?
like Nate's mom goes like, "Oh, like he's cute. Why are you trying to get rid of him?" I told her, like, I was like, he bit quite a few people. His body count's is increasing drastically. And she was like, bring him over. I want to see him. I'm like, all right. So I drive from Sherman to Allen, Texas, 45-minute drive, and I pull up. She has her long-term friend over there, and the dog, I let the dog out. The dog's running around the house. They're like, this dog is so cute, Danny. Like, oh my gosh, I would keep him. I was like, no, you wouldn't. I didn't say that though. I'm marketing this dog. I'm like, this dog is great. This dog, like, is furry. I just can't afford him. Whatever. The dog walks into Nate's childhood room. This is where birth to current Nate was in. Grabs like this doll he had that his mother bought him when he was like 3 months old, or I guess in Christian's case, like 172 days old. And starts flailing, violently flailing this dog. This doll.
What did you say, months old? I'm sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, 172 days old.
was Nate when the dog when he got the dog?
172 days old.
No, I don't know. How many months did you say?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. All right.
Anyway, yeah. Dog's violently flailing this doll, and Nate's mom, I still remember, she goes, "Oh my gosh, he's so cute." Like, while the dog is like flailing this thing around, I'm like, okay, like that's cap. And so she's like, "I'm just gonna grab it from her." I was like, I literally stopped her. I'm like, "Hey, I don't think you should do that." And she said, "Well, why?" I was like, "Listen, I really don't think you should do that." She's like, "I think it'll be fine." She literally said that to me, reaches down to grab the dog bites her hand.
No.
And she said, "Oh my God." And I was like, I was about to curse. I said, "F me, bro." And she's holding her hand and she's like, "Danny, I don't think I can take this dog."
Oh, no.
And I look at him, I'm like, "Get to the car." We get to the car. I put him in the back seat. I'm cussing him out as I'm driving back. I'm like, I literally have to give you to the shelter now. This is your last chance. So, take him back to the shelter Monday morning. Adopted him on a Friday.
I didn't know you could return a dog.
Kept the receipt. Took him back. The girl was like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" I was like, "You know what happened." I was like, you played me. And I told her what happened, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, did he break skin?" And I was like, "What do you mean? He bit 5 people." And then she was like, "But did he break skin?" And I was like, "Elaborate. Like, do people bleed?" I was like, "Oh, no, nobody bled." She was like, "Oh, okay." So I do the paperwork. I'm filling it out, and it said something about, like, euthanization. And I was like, "Are you going to kill this dog?" I was like, "Because if so, I'll take him back home, and I'll just whoop his ass until he acts right before I let you euthanize this dog. Like, I'll bite this dog back before I let you, like,
Just
kill."
don't break skin. All right?
Yeah, no, I'm breaking skin. As long as he's alive, like, we're going to have a bite off in here. But they're like, "No, we haven't euthanized the dog in, like, 6 years. It's just, like, paperwork policy, whatever." I was like, "Okay." Fill it out, get the dog back. So then Friday, that I returned him on Monday. That Friday I went back to go return the cage and everything. I was like, I need to get that $450 back. I'm in the checkout line and I hear these 2 girls behind me. They're 2 teenage girls. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Kylo, stop. This dog is so bad." And I was like, swear to God, bro. I turn around. I have it on camera. I'm going to put the clip on screen right now. This dog is standing behind me. He's wagging his tail. I turn around and I record. He stops wagging the tail. Tongue stops moving. He's just staring at me like this. And I was like, what are the odds I return this dog on Monday? And he's at Petco Friday when I'm returning all his stuff. And that is my 72-hour dog story.
I wonder if the shelter
Oh
told
my
them,
God.
like, "Hey, somebody just returned." this
Probably
dog."
not. He probably got just back returned when I adopted him. I hope that dog's still alive.
It's a quick turnaround for a dog. You must have did something real.
Damn, dude. I thought Nate's mom kept him. I didn't realize she rejected
After
him.
that bite, she wasn't feeling
Dang,
him no
dude.
more. I don't blame her, though.
He didn't break skin. So.
Yeah, dude.
Literally, like, next time one of the boys come and be like, "This girl just broke up with me," I'll be like, "Did she break skin?"
Did she break skin? They'll be like, "No." They'll be like, "Okay, good."
Okay, good. It's not that bad of a breakup.
They just walk away.
Oh, man. But, yeah, man. Anyway, though, enough about my dog. It's your turn for Trivia Shot Time.
I don't know if you can call me your dog.
He was under my name. He was representing the both of us when he was just destroying people for 3 days straight, for spring break, for fall break. But
Yeah.
do you have your trivia shot?
I
Questions.
do. Let me get the juice.
Oh, you just assuming that we're gonna take him.
Wow, the disrespect
I
is
know.
crazy, bro. Like,
He's just
Boys.
assuming we're gonna get it wrong.
I think y'all have a shot
That is
to get this one. All right.
this is insane.
All right, boys. I'm putting a minute on the clock. All right.
Is this like speed trivia?
Y'all have 1 minute. I'm gonna give y'all 1 Yeah, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Y'all have 1 minute to name the top 10 scoring leaders in the NBA. Ready?
Right now or like forever?
All time.
All time.
Ready? Go.
LeBron James,
Just one.
Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Will Chamberlain,
Hakeem Olajuwon is not on the list.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Nope, not on the list. Oh, yeah, he's on the list.
Is Kobe Bryant on there?
Yes.
Which numbers are we missing?
Do we have Michael Jordan?
Y'all have Michael Jordan. Y'all are missing.
Oh my gosh.
I think.
Larry Bird,
Nope, he's not on the list.
Pete Maravich,
Not
Kobe
on the
Bryant?
list. You already said Kobe.
I already said Kobe.
Scottie Pippen,
Not on the list.
Steph Curry,
Not on the list.
Kevin Durant.
He's on the list.
Oh, he is. I was thinking him, but I didn't think he was.
Y'all are missing 3.
Missing 3.
Dwayne Wade.
Nope, not on the list.
Are these old guys?
Not really.
No.
I think kind of. Not really
Scoring
though.
Leader.
Top 10.
Magic Johnson.
Not on the list.
Oh my gosh, man.
All right, timer's off. You're missing. Did y'all say Will Chamberlain?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
y'all are missing 3.
Who are we missing?
So I'm gonna give y'all one chance to just go rip off 3.
Wait, can we give a team?
No.
Oh, we can't even get a team.
Oh my god.
Rip off 3.
The next 3 statements better be NBA players in the top 10 list.
Bill Russell.
No.
That was a good one though.
What?
I mean, that was good.
Dude's played like 80 years in the league. Like,
All right. Last. Y'all are done. Y'all lost.
Charles Barkley.
This is so rude. Karl Malone, Dirk Nowitzki, and Carmelo Anthony.
I forgot about Melo.
I didn't think Melo
Dang,
was the-
dude.
Dirk?
Wait, do you have a second chance? I gave you a second chance last week.
No.
Roll the clip.
There's no.
Roll the clip.
You ready?
Unless y'all want a tiebreaker, I have one more on hand.
We can do one more.
Let's do one more.
We can try.
I gave him a second chance
I
last
gave
week.
y'all got most of them. Y'all got a C.
I didn't know Dirk was what number is Dirk? 7?
6.
Bro, give us another one.
No.
No, we got.
That was y'all got.
I literally like gave you guys a chance of redemption, and this is how they do me. It really do be your own people, man. Like, it really,
Just cheers, enjoy.
this is crazy. He definitely broke skin with this.
What was it? Karl Malone and Melo. Yeah, man, I can't believe it.
And Dirk, bro.
I was gonna get Dirk. I wasn't.
That's so messed up.
I'm not even
man.
from Dallas. I have an excuse. You do not have an excuse.
That's a baller, dog.
I have an excuse. I don't like Dirk.
All right, he doesn't
You don't like
you.
Dirk.
Which is outrageous. Everyone likes
Ugh,
Dirk.
I do not miss that.
All right. So next day, after Camilo screwed us over,
That was dirty, man.
question of the day.
I would
have
totally
for you
return
guys.
you back to the shelter.
I mean, I just hope that one day we'll actually win. Somebody actually wins one of these. Maybe we should make them a little bit easier.
I mean, come on, y'all.
Okay, never mind.
I should have. I mean, that's not that tough. All right.
I like the top 5. You could have said top 5.
You
I said
gave
top
us
10.
10 players.
10
we
players,
got
bro.
like what?
Between 2 people,
We
so
got
you would have got
7.
that. So you would have got that.
I would have probably not got Melo, low key.
Okay.
But I probably would have gotten.
You were
everyone.
not guessing Dirk Nowitzki.
Not in a minute.
I
You
would
were
have
not
definitely
guessing Dirk
gotten Dirk
Nowitzki.
because.
He would have got Dirk. I would have given Dirk.
Anyway.
But no. Okay. So after that, next question of the day is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, man.
And we might post this on the IG page.
Yeah, no, we definitely should. I would say my one of my biggest pet peeves is people that have to one up you. Like,
That's a good one.
I would say that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, you know, if you say you got a promotion, somebody else says like out of nowhere, "Oh yeah, I remember when I became a manager." Like, you know,
That's a good one, dude.
like I'm like, why do you have to be like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just really annoying.
It's not all about you, bro.
Exactly. Like, man character
lady.
syndrome, like, is bad. What about you guys?
What you, Camilo?
All right, so I hate when when people cap about their athletic abilities or their past high school, like you know, whatever they did in high school, like I was the best in high school or whatever. When in this day and age, it's easily something that you can look up. And I guarantee you, if you've told me something about your high school and about how
look you up.
I will look you up and I will fact check you because I don't mess with that. I need to see if you were legit or not.
This is facts.
And if you don't pass that test, I will not respect you. So
he sent me a screenshot, a screen recording of my huddle video from 2013. So at midnight. So just want to let you guys know.
No, Camilo will look you up.
So don't lie, don't cap. Hey, look me up on Max Preps. You're gonna see a picture of a black guy. Because they covered up. My number was 25 and his number is 35. I was not good at football, and I'll be the first one to admit it. And but I'm not gonna cap about my previous athletic abilities because I'm not that guy. So, anyways, biggest pet peeve, so annoying.
Facts. What about you?
Right now, my biggest pet peeve, and living out in the kind of the country suburbs, is people that ride my butt on when I'm driving. I hate when people just ride behind me, in a car. Like I don't know why if I had to put that out.
I wasn't even thinking that till he felt the need to correct himself. Like,
but people drive.
What is going on up there, man?
When people drive like right, and living out in the country is people with trucks just on your butt and just on you, just like yo, we're going to speed limit, and I go to speed limit because I'm a black man in America. I don't want to get pulled over. They out there like that.
Black people definitely speed, bro.
I mean, I don't speed though.
Maybe not out there though.
Not out there. Yeah, you don't want to speed out there. So it's like I hate when people just ride me like that. If there's certain situations, I understand. If there's an emergency, traffic's really bad, or somebody's really bad in front of me, I get it. You know, get up on me, go around. But you having to ride me, and then you know, it's just that's my biggest pet peeve right now.
So don't ride Christian.
Don't ride. don't ride me. Man.
Oh man. So, but just hey, why don't you let us know what are y'all's pet peeves these days?
Yeah, you guys should definitely let us know. I do want to throw one more out there.
Oh.
I want to say, like, besides what the one-upping thing, I want to say the biggest thing that really irritates me, guy or girl, is a lack of accountability. Like, that, like, everything's always somebody else's fault, or, like, you know, like, they can never do no wrong. Like, it's always, you know, instead of, like, I don't know, it's just, like, something about that. It just irritates my soul, man. Like, instead of saying I was wrong, or, like, sorry, I woke up late. It's just a lack of accountability. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That,
I mean, I get it.
As a person that, like, arrives late, like, I'll say, like, yeah, I woke up late. Or, like, or, like, yeah, like, yeah.
Traffic.
And that might be somebody's pet peeve. I know it's your little sister's pet peeve, arriving late.
My wife too, yeah.
There's times when arriving late.
I'm working on myself.
There's times when arriving late.
You'll put your hand up.
Yeah, I will put my hand up. If you call me out for being late, I will tell
There's
you.
times when
I should have left earlier.
Is appropriate when it's a party, and if there's, I mean, I'm not gonna say stereotypical, but if there's certain type of stereotype where there's a party going on, you don't want to ride late because then you end up having help. Like, so don't arrive like or if there's a party you don't want. It's a party you don't want to be at. I arrive. I don't leave the house until the party starts.
But parties are supposed to be late too. I feel like who shows up on time to a party?
My wife.
I mean, low key, I had to call Danny out. I had to call Danny out and be late. He was like 30 minutes late to the time I told everybody to be at my wedding. You were like 30 minutes late.
You're right. Hey, but we still got to live, bro.
We still had a great time.
You didn't give him the 30 minutes early kind of spiel.
So, like, when I said I told everybody about the tournament and I lied about what time the tournament started, Yeah, man. Like you
I
should.
didn't think I had to do that for a wedding.
That
yeah.
you were in.
You know, it was just kind of like the wedding didn't start till 7. You asked us to be there at like 11:30 in the morning.
You be there at 1:30. You didn't show up till 2.
Yeah, man. It was a great wedding.
Anyway,
I
sorry
apologize.
to call you out on that.
I apologize, man.
Dude.
You know, like I said, you know,
Hey,
we still had a great
this-
time.
no,
You
it was
still-
an
you
amazing
still
time.
got married.
Should-
Like, I'm sorry. What were you saying, man?
No, I was thinking, should we roll the clip to the preview of your wedding video or no?
Right now, there's no clips, not yet,
Okay.
but soon.
Okay.
All right. So before we head out, there's something I've been always wanting to do on this podcast. I'm sorry, I'm a big TikTok person. I see it all over my TikTok.
Yeah.
I really want to do, am I the a-hole? And so I want to do what you guys, see what you guys think. I think I found a good one on Reddit.
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
a big Reddit person. I didn't even know you could just search it on Reddit and do this.
It's a great.
I just want to say you're not a big Reddit person.
I'm not.
As a Yelper, you're not a. I feel like that's like.
I look at Yelp.
We need to save this one. This
Yeah,
for another time.
yeah, okay. I was like, I feel like Yelp and Reddit is hand in hand.
I don't think those are two of the same thing.
What?
I think those are okay. All right, let me do this real quick, and then we'll go to that or something. We'll save it for next time. Am I the a-hole for telling my unemployed friend he can't tag along on a road trip? Some of my friends and I have been planning a cross-country road trip this summer, mainly to celebrate me and another guy getting our degrees. Also, just because it would be fun. This week, we finally went in and planned out a budget, breaking down costs and what each person needs to bring to the table in terms of cash for it to all work out. Which is where the issue comes in. One of the guys, a male 25-year-old, that was supposed to go is essentially unemployed. He lives with his parents and does door dashing on the side sometimes. Since we've been planning this for a while, he's been active in the plan, and we kind of assumed he'd be putting aside some cash for it. Turns out he hasn't been. He's completely out of cash, and he hasn't even been door dashing at all for the past couple months. We're trying to help him out by asking, okay, how much cash do you think you'll be able to get by then? Maybe we can pitch in and float the difference. He says door dashing barely gets him any money. He won't be able to come up with anything substantial, and it's ridiculous of us to expect him to get enough cash in such a short time, about 2 months. Finally, he sends a message saying he's on the phone with his mom and she's willing to pitch in the cash for his part. I get pissed off and I tell him that we're not going to be taking any cash from his mom. That is not fair for her, and it's not fair for the rest of us who actually put in money to save up for a trip like this. He says, okay, I guess I'm not going then, and now he won't respond to any of us. Now I'm left feeling like a jerk for leaving him out of something we've all been planning together, and that he's been so excited for. Am I the a-hole?
No. He didn't want to go on that trip. He knew about the trip. He didn't work. Knew he was unemployed. No income coming in. I mean, where's the unemployment money? like, I have so many more questions. Like, no, man, you're not the a-hole. Because I'll tell you what, like, there was a person that I went on a trip with, and this person, he was employed, but it was literally a minimum wage job. Like, so he didn't have too much money. And we all wanted him there, but then once we realized the financial burden that this person was, it was like, why did you come?
Yeah.
Because it was like we were taking turns like covering this person. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's one thing if you reach out and say, hey, bro, like, I don't have enough for this activity or this activity, but I have enough for the rest. I don't mind doing that. But it was like, we had to take turns for the whole duration of the trip. And at that point, it's like your wedding, for example. I really wanted to go to that, but I couldn't go. It was not, I couldn't afford to go. I could have, charged it to my credit card, but like I was in a state where I was like, I want to eliminate my credit card debt, and which I was very upfront with you about.
So accountability.
Like, yeah, like, so I didn't go. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I don't like relying on, I like depending on other people.
I get it. In this particular circumstance, he got the cash. Yeah, he got it from his mom, but he got the cash. And if he's a vibes guy, if it's a vibes guy, a guy that you just, whatever, you can't afford to come through, like Danny. If you had been able to make it to the wedding, that would have been amazing, man. We would have had to get an extra seats from somewhere, and it would have been a squeeze. But we would have got, you would have been at a table, bro. But like,
I appreciate it.
If you're a vibes guy and you're there, and yeah, you're broke, and we've all been there, but we can make it happen. Yeah, but it sounds like this guy's kind of was a lazy little prick. So maybe taking money from his mom to make it there. If he was a vibes guy, which it doesn't sound like he was.
Didn't pass the vibe check.
Did not pass the vibe check.
No.
So yeah,
No.
You're not the a-hole, but I'm not gonna say that I'm not willing, because I've been in that situation before. There was Seth's birthday in New Orleans, bro. I literally could only afford paying the Airbnb. That was it, and that's all I did. I didn't even go on the trip, but I helped pay for that Airbnb, and so.
I give it to you. You did still stick to pay for the Airbnb that trip.
Yeah, and that was literally.
I'm not gonna lie, we were pissed you didn't make it
because I'm a vibes guy.
You are a vibes guy.
You are a vibes guy.
You are a vibes guy. Vibe check always passes.
But you said no, literally, like hours before we're getting in the car. Morris could be like, "Hey guys," he sends this long message. I'm not gonna be able to make it, bro. Oh man, I was like F Camilo at that time, bro.
But y'all got a cheaper deal on the Airbnb,
and an extra bedroom.
I mean, yeah, there really wasn't enough beds for everybody, so it really worked out. There was more room in the car, but still, I hate to admit it, you are a vibes guy.
Hate to admit it is crazy.
But
That is great. That is some top tier hater. Like, bro, like what?
I was like, but you would have been great if you would have made it.
Appreciate it, dude. Thanks.
But next.
Sorry, Seth.
Sorry, Seth. Yeah.
My goodness.
Say sorry to Seth because you didn't make it to his birthday.
We need to install a hater of the episode moment. And that was.
There's been a few.
This man said, "I hate to say it, but you are a vibes guy."
I'm gonna say not the a-hole either. I think that guy. I mean, I've DoorDash. I've done the Instacart thing. You can make the money to make for this trip. How expensive does this trip have to be? It's just cross country. Like you could have done. You had 2 months. Yeah, man. If you don't have a job, you could have definitely got the money with door dashing.
Maybe like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, definitely in that time. So I agree with Danny. He just didn't want to go, or he didn't want to put the work in, and he just wants somebody to just be like, oh yeah, just come along and go.
I think also even if he did try to get the grand, if he said, hey, I worked my butt off, I saved $700 or $680 or $750. I feel like some friends would be like, you know what, you tried your hardest, I'll cover the rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's it. That's how I would be. I would be like, okay, you tried, you came this far, you put forth the effort, I'll spot you the extra $250 or the extra $300 because you tried and I want you there. But if you didn't try, at all, I'm just not gonna have any sympathy for you coming on this trip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think the guy messed up. He should have not said where the money came from.
I was thinking the same thing. Don't say you got it from your mom. Say, hey guys, I got the money.
Where was the unemployment check? We still did not.
I mean, maybe he's probably just young.
Where was the stimulus check?
He just doesn't. He doesn't have that. That chance to get that money because unemployment. He didn't work that much.
Did they say how old this guy was?
25.
25.
Is that really? Is it really that young?
No. I mean, yeah, he definitely should be having an unemployment check, maybe. But he lives with his parents too, so what is?
No bills, no rent.
So yeah.
Parents could be paying $200, $300, giving them a family discount.
I mean, he could have just borrowed the money from his parents and then paid them back too. He just didn't want to go. I just think he would have made it. You would have been made more of an effort if you really wanted to go.
Would y'all's parents give y'all $1,000 to go out of town with your friends if you weren't working? I know my dad would be like, insert thick Chicago accent here. Dude, you worry about the wrong stuff. You trying to go out of town? You can't even go out of the house. What are we talking about?
Like, yeah, no, my pops would not be going for that. My mama might feel a little bit of sympathy. But she's like, son, like, I think you should work.
You know, make deals with your friends. So it's like, hey, I'll drive a lot of it. So can I lower my costs? I'll sleep on the couch, lower the couch. You know, make.
Nah, this
But
guy
it
sounds.
all goes back to saying you didn't really want to go.
Yeah, he didn't really want to go.
You're not the a-hole because that person just did not want to go.
No, not
Go
at all.
have fun without him.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine, but I guess I'm glad that none of y'all are that person because y'all are good people, unlike that friend.
No, I want to go on a trip with you guys.
Facts.
It's so hard with y'all. It's so hard with Kaido.
With all of just in general.
It's so unless we're celebrating something, we don't go on trips.
Currently saving for Colombia, by the way.
I would love to go back to Colombia.
Just letting you guys know that.
Okay, well let's save some pesos and.
But thank you guys for doing Am I the A-hole with me? I've been
That's
wanting to do
amazing.
this.
What did you have a second one?
I'll have for next time.
For
See how
next
this one
time?
Hey,
goes.
let us know. Y'all like this? This was the guy the a-hole? Was he not the a-hole? Y'all should let us know.
Yeah, let us know, please. Like, please interact with our posts on Instagram. Please comment, DM us.
Thanks for a good
Anything?
boys wine night.
Boys wine night here. I can't wait. Hey, no need to judge the drink today, right?
No need to judge the drink today.
There's no clank, y'all.
Why don't you send us out of here, bro?
All right. This is Sip Slow. Keep sipping, everybody. Thanks for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Most importantly, we definitely would appreciate the exposure. Yeah, like, thanks for tuning in. And this is Sip Slow with Danny C, CYT, and Camilo. And we're out.
Peace.
Peace.